Hey guys, it's Carly with Classic. I just wanted to hop on here and show you how to use Classic Buildings' brand new 3D design tool. So the first thing you're going to do is go to classicbuildings.com, and under Gallery you will select 3D Studio. You'll see the design tool pop up with just a pre-filled little barn here for you to begin with, and then you can start making your changes. So the first thing I'm going to do is change the dimensions of the building. I'm going to scale it down just a little bit to 30 by 50 with a height of 12 feet. You can do things here like adjust the roof type, the roof pitch, and the post spacing if you'd like. So the next thing you can do is change the colors. I went ahead and I changed the roof wall and trim color, as well as the soffits, just moving the screen around to get a better angle. You can change the door colors here as well, but I don't quite have those on yet. And then lastly, I'm going to change the wainscot color. So I think that looks pretty good. We'll move on to the walls. Here you can just make some different changes if you like. And then on the roof section, what I'm going to do is actually add an overhang to both the front and the back. I just want to see how that looks, just to have a little bit more of an overhang on the two ends of the building. I also want to add a little weather vane here, just because I like them. I think they're fun. And I want to view what the gutters and downspouts are going to look like, so I just check that box. Next thing I want to do is add a lean-to. So I'm going to go ahead, check the box to enable that, just get some other angles here just to see how it looks and make sure I like it. I'm happy with it as it is, so I'm not going to change any of the dimensions. You do have the option to add a porch here if you would like, so that's what that would look like. I'm actually not going to add a porch. I'm going to just leave it as is because I plan on adding a sliding door to the front instead. I do, however, want to add a sidewall porch, and I'm happy with how that looks. The next thing I'm going to do is add a sliding door to the front of the barn. And then I'm going to add some windows just to see how that looks. So place the window, oops, I did not mean to move that. Let me move the window over to where I want it and then move the door back. It's okay if the door is not exactly centered. Of course, if you decide to move forward with this building, our designers will help you get it to where it needs to be. I'm going to add another window as well, just on the other end over here. Moving to the back, I would like to add a roll-up door. So I went ahead and selected that. I'm happy with the location of that, so I'm going to leave it as is. Next, I want to make some changes to the interior. So if I scroll back up, I'm going to hit Look Inside, and then scroll back down to my interior options. Let's do some mezzanine bays here. I'm going to add 3 bays, and I'm going to make them 10 feet tall versus the 8 that's the default setting on here. I'm happy with how that looks. However, now this means that my roll-up door will not fit there. I think what I'm going to do is go back outside, and I'm actually just going to get rid of that roll-up door. All I need to do is click on it and then click the little trash can icon. Now I'm going to scroll back down, add a few little items for scale, just to make sure that everything I want to fit in this building will actually fit in this building. So I do have a truck. Let me park my truck right here and see how that looks. I think that looks good. I didn't plan on actually storing that. However, it'll look pretty nice parked in front of it, I think. Next thing I'm going to do is add a lawnmower. That looks great. And then, let's just say for these purposes that I have a horse. Let me put a horse here, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense to have the horse outside of the barn. I am testing to see, if I have enough space inside the barn. So I'm going to move it inside. And then I'm going to scroll back up and switch to my interior view. And everything looks pretty good. I would say I have enough space for 1 horse to go in here. I'm going to go back outside and continue to make some more changes to the exterior. So first thing I want to do is add a little bit of a driveway. I just think it would be nice to, have a little paved area in front of it. Next thing I'm going to do is add a man and a woman just so I can see for scale what this looks like next to just kind of a standard person. Last thing, my background does not really fit what my setting looks like, so I'm going to change it. I would say I'm pretty happy with how this looks. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit just to get a little bit more of a wide angle view. If you're happy with the look of your 3D design, all you need to do is select Request a Free Quote at the top of the page. This will send it directly over to our team, who will then be in contact with you shortly to begin making your dream building a reality. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us.